Hello, my name is Sancho Gallegos. I live in Guanacaste province in Costa Rica, and I currently work as a surf conservation data coordinator at Save the Waves Coalition, an international nonprofit dedicated to protecting surf ecosystems around the globe. I was fortunate enough to grow up in Costa Rica my whole life, and I think that was a huge part of how I became acquainted with the ocean and started to become an ocean lover from a young age. I started playing around in the waves when I was 4 or 5 years old in a boogie board. Started snorkeling with my dad when I was, same age, and then that eventually developed into a love for surfing, a love for scuba diving, and just being as much as I could inside the ocean or around the ocean or in the ocean in some way. And I think that was a lot to do with my upbringing and having, the Caribbean and the Pacific Oceans both in our coasts. So I ended up studying marine science. I did some work before Save the Waves and kind of more the oceanographic research side of things. And I found myself working at Save the Waves because, their mission is really aligned with my values and the things I care about. And so it was a great fit. I had some data background. They needed a data person, and it was a match made in heaven. I'm really stoked to be working at Save the Waves. I really enjoy the work we do, and I think we're in a unique niche where we can mobilize surfers and beachgoers to better protect our coasts. Surf ecosystems are the land-to-sea interface where unique breaking waves for surfing occur, alongside plants and animals that live there, and the human beings that use this space for recreation, sports, and economic activity in some cases. So this is a very important ecosystem because it's not only the wave itself, but all the benefits it brings, both to plants and animals and humans. There are a lot of communities around the world that rely on these surf ecosystems for their livelihoods, whether through tourism, through sport, or a mix of both. So it's really important to protect these to ensure the long-term sustainability of these communities that rely on these sustainable resources. Our work at Save the Waves fits really well with the UN Ocean Decade because we're trying to protect that coastal zone, the land-to-sea interface that is the surf ecosystem that provides long-term sustainable livelihoods for many coastal communities. Our UN Ocean Decade action, the Save the Waves app, provides these communities a way to report and monitor threats and connect them with local organizations or global organizations that can help resolve the threat. So the whole idea is that we're providing tools for these coastal communities to protect their little zone of ocean, and then when we multiply that across the world in many different places, we get what we think is well-protected surf ecosystems and a contribution towards this greater ocean protection for the long-term sustainability of our ocean and to allow many future generations to enjoy it.